Yeah, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Zai. You already know what time it is, man. First and foremost, man, before I even get into the video, I want to talk about shout out to the homie Too Grimy for radio, Too Grimy for TV, Too Grimy period. Shout out to homie Wes Verde. We got some things coming up, so I'm hoping you guys will participate. It's an event. We gonna see exactly how we lock it in. But with that being said, man, the whole thing I want to talk about, like I said, I don't necessarily get involved with certain people's politics because they really have nothing to do with us as homies. But you know, it's something to talk about, and it's all over the internet. And I don't know if you guys really pay attention, but there's a dude named Aaron, the plumber. Real solid dude. Like, I've been watching like his whole get down. When I first seen him, I won't lie, it was really about the cut that he got up under his eye, and the fact that the dude that had did it, he wanted to run the fade back, and it like hurt him so much inside that dude wouldn't give him the run back, that he was really, you know, bothered by it. And and being someone that has been in that situation before, to where it's not even a loss, you just felt inside that you didn't do as well that you wanted to do. So it's like, man, I'm gonna need that second, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know, when you're a kid and somebody do something to you and you didn't get a chance to get your leg back, it's like it hurts you, you know what I'm saying? So I felt dude's pain, but that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about this whole thing with Wack 100. And that's the funny thing, like Wack is like the common denominator in every messed up situation that has to do with Los Angeles, which is funny because us being from the valley, we're Los Angeles County, but we're not LA, we're Los Angeles County. It's a big difference. Some people like to argue that fact, but we are part of the county, we're not the city of LA. But you know, that has nothing to do with what I want to talk about. It's just, he's like the common denominator, the nucleus of all drama that leads to something. Like if there's some type of drama in Los Angeles, not making him more important than he already thinks he is, but if there's a drama or some type of discord amongst anybody in Los Angeles, Wack has some way of wiggling his way up in there, or he's initially been a part of it from the gate, and or he feels like he needs to put his input to make himself part of it. Because I get it. Like, he's one of those, like, he's constantly looking for drama in order to involve himself in, especially when he feels like he can win that drama, or when he's not going to necessarily run into you, or you know what I'm saying? Like, that's improving. A lot of people do that. When they know they're not going to run into these cats, they tend to act wild and do all this other stupid stuff. Some people do it and are really with that business. And that's the whole reason I want to bring up this dude, Aaron the plumber, because Aaron the plumber really brought back that sense of, you know, I'm a stand on business. And that's one of the things that I really respect about this dude. But the whole reason I'm making this video is to tell him, like I've told a lot of people, when it comes to this dude Wack 100, dude is an enigma, and not in a way like he's like the big bad, but he's just an enigma. Everything that he touches, if it ain't got it, regardless of whether you make a little money off of it, it brings unnecessarily drama. And some of it is always on the precipice of getting you know, unalived. Because even the fact that people deal with him, the people that deal with him, you see how they're getting treated when they show up to certain places and people don't want them there. It's like that type of, and it's just like, once you deal with this dude, it's at least a bad taste in your mouth. The homie learned that the hard way when he had him on his podcast and seen the backlash that he got. Not that he necessarily tripped off of it, but he's seen like somebody that he wasn't even entertaining caused him a lot of turmoil as far as people like really throwing their hate towards his channel. And that's not even what I want to talk about. My thing is to warn this dude Aaron the plumber. And the reason I say I want to warn this dude Aaron the plumber is because these dudes in the city don't necessarily play the same game, or not even game, they don't play on the same level as you do. Like, everybody knows that you're a stand-up guy, that you ain't scared to shoot the fade with anybody, and everything on your mind is not even about no gang stuff or no I can kill you or unalive you or anything of that nature. It's about handling your business as a man. Like, if we have an issue, we handle it fist of cuffs. If we can't settle it by just talking, and if you do something that I don't like, I'm gonna go out of my way to make sure that we get that opportunity for me to offer you the opportunity of getting these knuckles. Now, that's fine if we're in a world where everything worked a lot different. But nowadays people don't want to take L's. It's just it's a fact of life. Nobody want to take an L. So the ones that will tell you that they're willing to get that, if they ain't feeling some type of way because they done popped a couple of perks and feel a little, to where they're not really feeling pain, yeah, you might get that. But for the most part, anybody in the city that you think that you're gonna get a one-on-one unless it involves a bag, they're not trying to go heads up with you. Like Wack is not gonna try to go heads up with you, because though he may be able to sling them from past little things that we watch, he's either he's been able to sling him, or he got lucky, or he got to knock him. Because I know a dude just like him, and he was from one of my enemies' neighborhoods, and he was like one of them dudes, if he didn't knock you out with the first hit, it was a wrap. Like, he didn't have nothing out of that after that. So he would fight dudes that he knew that he could either knock out or they were going to be incapacitated quick. He didn't really like running phase. It's just like he'd get off on you first. And he got exposed a lot of times. Like, people are like, oh, he really don't got nothing. He just got a knock him. And if he don't knock you, like, he pretty much gonna try to piece it out. So you guys don't really have to take it to that next level as far as like really throwing the hands. But I don't know. I just wanted to get on here and say that, like, because I see, dude, you getting your money, you starting to go places that most people ain't gonna be able to go, and I see like there's a lane for you right now. Everybody's speaking about you. C-Mac had his time. 4Extra has his time still, but he's constantly getting in trouble, so that's kind of removing him from the site. But then now you got something a lot different. For one, where you come from, like, there's I just by where I found out you from, like, I know there's a lot of turn up dudes where you at, which is crazy, because even though I know that it's turned up, it's more gun you down and not so much the head up fights from what I've heard. And for somebody like you to come out of that situation and be more willing to put hands on fools than to pick up a gun and remove somebody from the planet speaks volumes. That's a real man's way. You know what I'm saying? So that's why there's a lot of cats that actually support you. And then on the other hand, you got cats that want to challenge you because they know there's a bag that comes after you. Don't allow yourself to fall into these patterns like everybody else did. Don't allow these guys to constantly get you out your character. It's one thing to be a man and stand up for yours and be willing to put it down as a man, but then you got to understand the rules of engagement nowadays don't necessarily align with that train of thinking. And the reason I say that is because dudes are not trying to fight no more. If it's not sanctioned and it's not a real bag, and I'm going to tell you, dudes are so much of a coward nowadays, it don't even matter about the bag. They might fight you on the bag, but with that intention of getting you gone after, because they can't take the fact that they lost. Like, it's one thing, like I seen your video when you lost, it was hurt by you just wanted to run it back. That's different. These cats didn't try to remove you because they don't want to see. They would rather go to jail and do the rest of their life in the penitentiary than to have a person win a fight or somebody may have got the best of them. And those are cowards. Like me, I've always learned. Like you taking that when you keep on going. If it's the only time you really repeat that is if you dudes are enemies and even enemies, you usually fight the same fool after a while. It's like you fools just be like, okay, like I'm gonna get out with your homeboy and whatever, because you guys have been fighting forever. But you live to fight another day. These dudes are not trying to do that. They do not want to lose. And LA is a grimy spot. See, same as your city. I can't take nothing away from it. I already know. Everybody already know what's up with it. It's grimy. And California, period, is a grimy spot. Like, so for the most part, if you can get a head up fade, you winning. Because most of the fools gonna take your soul. Like, you've been coming up in this city and being involved in certain things. You're predestined to either catch this or spend the rest of your life in jail, or be smart enough to raise up out of it. The goal should be to get to a certain level. Like, it's one thing. You went on, you did your thing. Get your bread, dog. Get your bread. Don't be moving with cats that you ain't necessarily never moved with before. Always stick to your mind. Stick to the ones that you've been dealing with since day one. Don't allow too many people in your circle, because that's how you get got. And LA is not one of those spots that it's real a backdoor type of thing. It's one of those I outright don't like you, I'm gonna get you gone. Or you got them haters that just gonna get you gone because you starting to steal too much of the spotlight. Or maybe, like, that's why I tell you, like with the heads up that you're looking to go heads up with Ray J, I wouldn't even waste my time in that situation. And just, I wouldn't waste my time in that situation. But if you can get a sanctioned head up, I would get it. But I would be talking to certain people to make sure it goes according to plan, because out here they slime you out. Just like in your city, if they don't know you and slime you out, dog, cats is grimy out here, like, and they'll get you going just off the simple fact that they don't want a loss. I can guarantee you, dude, Wack is not trying to see you head up. Like, he's not going to try to see you head up. If that was the case, everybody that he's been woofing at, he would have been fighting them. He's not showing up to get no heads up. You likely to pull up to a spot where Wack's at and you going to get smashed out or packed out by... It's the proof is in the pudding. Like, I'm not going to go here and say other things that have been, certain people have been witness to, but it's a prime example. If dude is around anybody, you're getting packed out. Or else he going to do like he did with those other fools and take off run. He's not going to try to go that route with you, bro. Like, it's like, I've already seen your chunkums. Many people have seen your chunkums, and they pretty sturdy. Like, you pretty solid with the on from the shoulders. Cats ain't trying to see that. That's why dudes get killed nowadays, because dudes don't want to go through that. All I'm saying is like this: get a bag, dog. Constantly keep going up. You want to be slinging them. You want to be putting hands on fools, man. Get it sanctioned. Get in a situation to where you can actually get a bag off of it. Kimbo Slice did the same thing. The other dude that Kimbo Slice brought out, they got a bag out of it. No matter how long you last in that particular area, dude, you got fools that'll train you to, like, really go to town with it. Whether it's stand up or whether it's, you get in some type of MMA situation, there's dudes that will train you just off your raw talent. Go that route, dog. Hanging with dudes from the street, dealing with dudes in the street, expecting a head up from dudes in the street, only gonna lead to you getting killed, dog. You've already been shot. You survived it, dog. You went to jail. You handled your business. You got out. You made something yourself. Continue down that road, dog. Do not involve yourself with these dudes from the street, because they will get you slimed. They will get you done. They will get you out the way, if simply for the fact that they don't want to see you themselves. There ain't a lot of dudes with your type of mentality now that's willing to go fist to cuffs. They would rather remove you from the planet than to deal with you as a man. And that's just real. That's why dudes are constantly trying to smut dudes up. They're constantly trying to seek alternatives than just it's like this. And this is a prime example of what I tell you. You got all these dudes in Los Angeles and around California that got so much smut supposedly on these dudes that are actually running around in the streets, but they're doing absolutely nothing about it. Wack has literally paperwork on everybody and their mama. Most of it is probably fabricated, but he supposedly has all this, but he's doing nothing about it. So why even bring it up if you're not going to do nothing about it? You got that other dude, all these podcasters that supposedly got paperwork on dudes that are no good, but they're not doing nothing about it. That's why I say, when it comes to speaking on certain fools, I don't. It's none of my business. I'm not running into them. A lot of these fools I'm probably never gonna see, and if I do, I'm not checking to be like, hey, what was that paperwork you had of that? Because I don't know if it's fabricated or not. And plus, I got too many other things going on. My thing is to constantly prosper. Getting involved with dudes in the street and trying to run with people's paperwork. If you're gonna check somebody's paperwork, then deal with it. That's been because that's how prison is. If you get somebody's paperwork, you got to deal with it. Like, it's no passing on to the next fool and hoping they deal with it, or you're within this fool present knowing that this fool got smut on, and it's like, no, if you know for a fact he got smut on, it falls to you to deal with it. So why even get involved in it? Why go seeking people's paperwork if you're not going to be the one out there dealing with it? And this is what I'm telling you. These cats are riling you up to try to get you to crash out to the point to where they don't have to deal with you no more. Because if you get in a situation to where you hurt somebody real bad, you're going back to prison for the rest of your life or for a long time, and then they don't have to deal with you. So threats gone. This is how they do it in a lot of places, dog. And I'm telling you, they have these crash outs. That's how some of these little structures be working. It's like what they do is they get they know they're gonna lose, but they'll take that just to get you out the way, to get you off the yard, or get you so they don't have to deal with you no more. So you end up getting the bat and the stick. They'll take the little ass up and heal up, but you gone for the rest of your life, or you out of the way. You ain't on that yard no more. Fools do that, and it's the same that be happening on the street. Don't pay these dudes no mind. Get out and get you're out. You got, you're a plumber, dude. You got your certification, dude. Get your bread, because if you don't, dude, they either gonna put you somewhere where you can't come back from, or they gonna put you somewhere that you ain't never gonna come back from, dude. Like, these cats are not playing them type of rules, dog. Like, look at them, dude. All this gossip you see these fools on the internet, you see the same fools with the same gossip, got paperwork on everybody, but they're pulling up to do nothing about it. They call each other rats, but then be kicking it with each other in the next 5 seconds. That's you already know what type of cats these is, dog. Keep it real. Where you come from, dudes are a lot different. It's handled a lot different. I've seen people from your spot, so I already know what time it is. But just, that's all I'm gonna say, man. From Zod to you, dog, because I be watching you on TikTok, dog, and I've been watching your movements, and I see you got potential to go far. But don't get bogged down in this bull, because they will snatch you down, dog. And they will snatch you down. They'll keep snatching you down. Every time you get a chance to get a bag, they will keep snatching you down, dog. That's all I'm gonna say on that. I'm your boy Zod. I gotta shave my head and get in this shower. I gotta go to work tonight. You know, Paul Blart. You know what I'm saying? I do my little security thing, dog. Like, you see, dude, like, I do my thing, dog. I stay out the way until I need to be in the way. Other than that, enjoy your fame, dog, and make something out of it, dog. Don't fall. That's all I'm gonna say, dog. I'm your boy Zod, and I'm out.